Welcome to Strange But True. Take a breath, slow down, and listen carefully. Some stories are documented, some are debated, some refuse to be explained. We tell you the stories. You decide what's true. Now, let's begin our journey. In 1934, near the town of London, Texas, an ordinary walk produced an unexpected object. A couple collecting rocks noticed a piece of stone protruding from the ground. It appeared unremarkable until it was broken open. Inside the stone was metal, a wooden handle extended from one end, a hammerhead from the other. The object became known as the London Hammer. The hammerhead was composed primarily of iron. It showed signs of corrosion. The handle appeared partially mineralized. The stone surrounding it was described as hard and compact. What drew attention was not the tool itself. It was where it appeared to be embedded. The rock formation was identified as limestone. In that region, limestone is typically dated to millions of years old. That detail created immediate uncertainty. The hammer resembles tools used in the 19th century. Its shape is familiar, its function is clear, but tools of that type are not expected to appear sealed within ancient stone. No clear record explains how it arrived there. There's no documentation of deliberate burial, no mention of encasement, no industrial explanation preserved. Geologists examined the surrounding stone. Some suggested it may have formed around the object through mineralization. Others noted that the rock appeared unusually hard for surface formation. No definitive consensus was recorded. The hammer itself was never integrated into a broader tool tradition. No matching examples were found nearby. No workshop remnants were documented. It does not appear as part of a collection. It appears alone. The object was not discovered during a formal excavation. It was not catalogued through standard archaeological channels. That limits what can be known. But the physical object exists. Photographs document it. Material analysis confirms iron. The handle shows signs of age-related change. What is absent is context. There's no stratigraphic record, no excavation notes, no written account from the time explaining the find. The object does not fit neatly into historical timelines. It does not fit neatly into geological processes. It exists between categories. It is not presented as ceremonial. It is not decorative. It is a functional tool. Its presence raises questions not because of what it is, but because of where it appeared to be. The record does not resolve the contradiction. Later explanations attempt classification. Some propose natural concretion. Others argue secondary placement. None of these explanations appear in the original discovery record. They are applied afterward. The object itself remains unchanged. It does not evolve. It does not connect. It does not multiply. It remains singular. Archaeology relies on context. Geology relies on formation. The London Hammer lacks both in a way that can be fully documented. It is preserved as an object, not as a process, not as a sequence. The record shows discovery. It does not show explanation. The tool exists. The context does not survive. What makes the object persist in discussion is not any single claim attached to it. It is the absence of resolution inside the official record. No formal excavation ever followed the discovery. No controlled recovery was documented. The hammer was never placed within a verified stratigraphic layer. This limits certainty in both directions. Without excavation records, geology cannot fully explain the stone. Without historical context, archaeology cannot place the tool. The object resists classification because it was never formally contextualized. That absence matters. Modern institutions rely on process. When process is missing, explanation weakens. The hammer does not challenge history through complexity. It does so through isolation. It is not accompanied by surrounding artifacts. It is not part of a deposit. It is not referenced again. It appears once, and then only through photographs and reports. The record preserves the object as a curiosity. It does not preserve the circumstances that would resolve it. This leaves interpretation suspended, not because answers are impossible, but because documentation ended too early. The object survives, the explanation does not. History has a way of hiding the truth inside what it chooses not to explain. Inside tales, inside myths, inside legends, inside things that feel just a little off. If this story held your attention, subscribe to Strange But True, because sometimes what sounds unbelievable is exactly where the truth hides.